So if he was at a party on that Halloween, New Year's Eve, I was there too, because there was always this required element to the evening, which was visiting Hollywood Boulevard, walking down with him, listening to his stories, people watching, character study. He was talking to me about doing character studies and watching people as far back as I can remember reading, pointing out characters, people. And he was an incessant sketcher, an illustrator. That's, we've talked about, I didn't want to be an actor. I wanted to be a cartoonist, long story, 100 shows. So these were kind of the influences, not like that I was mimicking him or really wanted to be him, but his influence was so potent. My dad's influence was so potent. And on that deep a level with me, the potency was absolutely beyond intoxicating. So, it's like, remember to always keep a magazine, Sean, and keep it rolled really tight, because then the butt end of that magazine rolled up is just as strong in the Adam's apple as of this and of that. Not that he was going around doing that, but he was doing character studies and also teaching me how to box and protect myself and telling me what it was like in 1949 and blah, 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 blah. So of course I'm hooked on it, man. Who wouldn't be hooked on that shit? So, and again, this is our stomping ground. We are partners in crime. I am born into the ventricle and atria of Hollywood. And he is, not from there like I am. I'm a native, but we discovered Hollywood together as long as he had been there. Before I was born. You see, you got to remember, my dad hit LA and then my mom. And then he had my mom until they divorced. Then he had sort of like a rebirth in 71. Being himself in LA for the first time, himself, since the late 50s, since 59. I mean, think about it, dude. 71. Anything goes, right? So different guy, different time, different relationship. We did try to continue, not try, but we did continue at the very, we let go of the pier. Yes, there's pictures of Soleil and I and him in photo booths or whatever, but it's not the same. I got them all, or I wish I had them all. I have a lot of them. But, so like I said, I clung to that one thing, that New Year's Eve on Hollywood Boulevard, up until just shy of 14, the year, remember the 14th year that I will never live down. And, then it included her and my stepbrother, and then my stepbrother's friend, and then towards the end, it went haywire in the weirdest of ways. And please, this is the strangest way to end the show. I have no idea. Trigger warning, I guess, in a way, with language. But one of these last times, it ended up in a car. I wasn't even walking the boulevard. We were in my dad's Riviera, Buick Riviera, and it was my stepbrother and him and me and my stepbrother's friend. Now, don't ask me why the term golden shower came up, okay? Just please. It somehow came up in a joke or a conversation or a banter between probably my father and I don't know, or maybe something I had heard, and the kid, the friend of my stepbrother's, heard the term golden shower. So, of course, again, my last hurrah. This is, I think, the last, bona fide New Year's Eve Hollywood Boulevard excursion, and the kid throws himself out the window, arms outstretched, saying, "Give me a golden shower," as loudly as he could. So I guess that was funny. I think I told that story for a while. It was amusing, but it also marked the end of an era. If you can believe it. What a way to mark an end of an era. But that was thereabouts when it happened. So anyway, true to form, those were the rituals. That was the dynamic. Those were all of the, sort of the vortex that we lived in from as far back as I can remember up until like the late 70s. And then those rituals turned into a whole different thing. I turned 14, my sister got older, and life just upended. But, make it work. Okay. Thank you. for putting up with me tonight. I know it was a long one, and I do hope you're doing well. Thank you for your good wishes. Whenever they're coming at me, they're very well received, and I appreciate them. Times are a little precarious right now and a little somber around here. And if you read some of the clips and previews, you'll know why, but I'll keep you posted. But main thing is be good yourself, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow with more clips, teasers, previews, and a show. Okay, bye.